Alright, let's talk about how to read this example 1/6 by J.S. Bach. Over on the left side, you see the treble clef, so you know which range of notes you're playing in. This is an A. It's on the first ledger line above the 5-line staff. A. G, F sharp, E, D. We have an F sharp because of the F sharp in the key signature. Well, any C's in the piece will also be C sharp. However, there aren't any C sharps. Nevertheless, for everybody to know that you're in the key of D, you use a key signature at the beginning of the line. 2 sharps means you're either in the key of D or the key of B minor, the relative minor of D major. However, since the last note is a D, and throughout the entire piece, as you'll hear, the note D is very prominent. You must be in the key of D. And if we had the full score for piano, you could see that the notes in the bass line are also emphasizing the D major chord. So you have to be in the key of D. Okay, so that takes care of the treble clef and the key signature. This is the time signature. It means 2 beats per measure, and the beat is on the quarter note. So let's look for the quarter notes in each measure. Here's the first quarter note. The second quarter note divided into 4/16. Next measure, same thing. This measure has, this is the first quarter note, and this is the second quarter note. This is the first quarter note in the fourth measure, and this is the second quarter note. Backtracking a little bit, 4/16 equals a quarter note. So we have 2 quarter notes. 2/16 is an eighth plus an eighth. 2/8 makes a quarter note. Again, 2/8 makes a quarter note. 2/8 makes a quarter note. 2/8 makes a quarter note. Quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note. And that tells us how to count out the rhythm. 2 beats in every measure. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And each quarter note will either be plain vanilla or divided up like this. 1, 2 eana, 1, 2 eana, 1 ean, 2 and 1 and 2 and. So that takes care of the rhythm. Now here you'll notice this is a little different from the book. A first ending and a second ending. What this tells you really is that the piece is made up of 2 4-measure phrases. Everything is the same in the second phrase except the ending. The ending is different. The different ending brings it to a conclusion, and this is a very common compositional device, and you'll find it in pop songs just as you'll find it in instrumental music. Do something, then repeat it and change the ending. This is a really valuable tool for you. Okay, now the 1 and the 2 are easy to follow. Those are different endings. So you play through the first 4 measures and then you repeat because of the sign on the right side with 2 dots and 2 lines. That indicates go back to the left-hand side until you come to either right-facing dots or the very beginning of the line. In this case, we're going to play through from beginning to the end all the way. Go back to the beginning, repeat, and when we get to this measure, we're going to skip it and go to the second ending. Now, I wrote it this way so that it would fit on the whiteboard, and I wrote out all 8 measures in your book, so it'll be a lot easier to read off the pages of your book. Excerpt 1, if you have a PDF. 1, 2.